This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novelo calling all the action for EA Sports. We're at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, what makes this such a good test?
It's got a great flow to it, Rich. Holes that bend in both directions, changes of elevation, the phenomenal finish that's named the Green Mile, which is 16, 17, and 18, some reachable par fives. Players have gone low here as well. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. It's just a great blend, Rich.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This won't hurt him, Frank.
Oh, just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first.
There's a big mound in the middle of this green, Rich, and the ball has a tendency to kick either side of that, so just be aware.
Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still.
Rich, these players aren't getting a reprieve with a win right now.
Right from the start, the winds have been kicking pretty good.
Yeah, but at least it's presenting that challenge for the players that don't get every other day.
This will test the player. I mean, it's one thing to play with no wind in perfect conditions, but as we know, golf is a game of variables.
Yeah, and better strike will be rewarded today.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. 1 under early in the round. Could use this. A putt for par. Still playing even for the day after the par. Teeing it up here at the second hole, Frank, it's a short par 3.
Yeah, it plays a little bit downhill, about half a club, Rich. There's a sort of shallow bunker in that back area, and also that green starts to reduce in size on the left side. Good par 3.
This is a good-looking shot. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just like that, now at 2 under.
Even par, currently.
That's good work. That's a good par right there. This is a strong par 4, 452 yards, the third hole. It's a good challenge, Frank.
It is. Big sweeping dogleg left. Actually in a straight line, it's 315, 320 yards to run out. So if you hit the ball further than that, it's going to have to draw. Otherwise you'll be hitting in the rough on the other side. Still a lengthy shot into there on a green that actually has 3 different levels.
Frank, there's really great history here at Quail Hollow.
Yeah, it's a private members club, Rich. Was founded by James Harris back prior to 1960. We know it hosted the Kemper Open from 69 through to 79, the Payne Weber Invitational from 83 to 89. And now, obviously, it's the host of the Wells Fargo Championship ever since it debuted back in 2003.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location on the approach of the third?
The second shot plays a little bit uphill, plus that general slope from left to right.
That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
This is the second shot at the par 4. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh, man, just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. Just 5 feet left. No problems early. Looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
+1 in the early going. Now to the 4th hole here at Quail Hollow, just under 490 yards.
Yeah, they used to have the tee on the right side, which actually made that tee shot very uncomfortable. When they put the new tee box in on the left side, it's a little easier to hit that fairway because that fairway slopes from right to left.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. That is pretty as a picture right there. Nice to watch. What a good-looking swing. Fundamentals, they are rock solid. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, as we look at the second shot here at the 4th, what's the best chance for a birdie?
A nice high floating second shot would be the ideal go here, Rich. Just pitching slightly right of the flag. But you cannot afford to miss this green on the right.
Nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Third shot, looking for a good one. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. And getting ready for the putt. Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Now to the first par 5 here at Quail Hollow, the 5th hole. It's 570 yards, and it would seem, Frank, that this tee shot sets up well for a guy like Rory McIlroy.
It does. Someone that hits it long and moves the ball right to left. And that's what you're going to have to do here. One of the main reasons for that is not necessarily the dog leg, but the fact that the fairway, Rich, slopes away from you. It slopes to the right and away. So that makes that tee shot so much more difficult.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Second shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good looking birdie. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Never quite had enough oomph on that.
Yeah, sort of a wishy-washy stroke.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. So close.
Well, you don't always get the result you deserve.
Shouldn't be a problem here. -3 now for the round. Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Frank, this is where you know that players like Bubba Watson, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy are playing a different game than guys like me. They step up to this 250-yard par 3 and they might hit a 5-iron. It is a little downhill, but they might be with a middle iron where a lot of us would be with a driver.
Well, you see the advantage of that power on this very hole, not just because of the length they got to hit it, but the green they're heading into. This green slopes off in both directions, right and left, so you have to land that ball in the middle of the green. So, yeah, it's a big advantage if you can go at this hole with like a 5-iron. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
Frank, at a 72-hole stroke play event, do you like birdie fests where, say, 28, 30 under par might win it, or do you like a good old-fashioned grind them out where you might be able to win the championship at, say, 7, 8 under par?
Yeah, I like the latter, really, because I think it tests the mental fortitude. Normally, if people are in the mid-20s under, the golf course is a little easier, it's a little more forgiving, greens are flatter and all that, and therefore, I'm not saying it's one-dimensional, but it's closer to that. When you have a good old barn brawn out there with the rough thick and bunkers are difficult and greens are fast and undulating. Every part of your game is stressed to the limit. And, sort of 10 under, I always think, is like a really good litmus test for a great tournament.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Footer. All right, good putt.
The rhythm of that stroke. Didn't try and bash it in the back.
Getting set now over the putt. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Well, Frank, an eagle is in play here at the par 5 7th.
And a 6, and a 7, and an 8, or a 9, actually. This is a potential scorecard record, the 7th hole. Many a tee shot has found that creek on the right, trees, problems on the left. There's no question there's a reward for a good tee shot here. But then there's a decision on do you go for this par 5 and 2. It's not overly long, just over 530 yards. It is very tempting.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either, on the green and with a putt. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Looks like he just misread that. Now the third shot at the par 5. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. How about that? 4 under par. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So with that, the score is now at even par. Out of the short par 4-8 here at Quail Hollow, just 350 yards. Frank, players can lay it up and just hit a little baby wedge into the green, but why not go for it in one, try to make something happen?
I think both plans work well, Rich. This is one of those holes, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets. You're going to lay it up, lay it up. If you're going to go for it, just aim at that tree and hit it down there. Just take your medicine.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green. This one just requires a little bit of focus. This can be a cruel game at times. He'd settle for par here. These putts keep the round together. Can't make them all. That one gets away. Just a couple of feet. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under.
Even par currently.
Drops it, and he's at even par. Here we are at the 9th hole at Quail Hollow, 495-yard par 4. Frank, it is the longest par 4 on the golf course. Is it, in your estimation, the toughest?
I think the green stops it from being the toughest, Rich, because it does kick in from either side. But when you see holes like this, there's no surprise why the Rory McIlroys and the Ricky Fowlers have won around here. This is just a great driving par 4.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks. Ah, nice.
Looks good. Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Will settle. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par. Surely not.
A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
This is a 99-yard shot. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well, you can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss and a drop shot here at the 9th. This would give him a bogey. So with that, 1 over par. Clean this up with a tap. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. No fairway here. This one in that rough. He'll need to be strong with this. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through to putt. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Second from an excellent lie. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Good-looking shot right here. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Fourth shot, wants to get this close. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. 6 under par now. Putt for par. Needs one. One over for the day. Now to the par 4 11. Frank, what do you think of this hole?
It's an interesting hole, Rich, and I'm curious to see how aggressive players will play here today. The easy way, obviously, is just hit it down the right side and set up a nice second shot with a short iron. Or the most fun way is to take the big stick out and try and bite off as much of that corner as you choose, but be prepared to pay the price should it not come off.
That's in the fairway.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Frankie's knocking them down and picking them up.
Oh, it's just taking pins out, one after the other.
Staring at the approach now at the par 4 11th. Shouldn't be a problem here. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in. Well, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Bublé. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just a little tap in here. So 2 over par for the round. Here we are now at the 12th, and Frank, this is a beautiful but dangerous hole, par 4.
It is in a number of ways. The hole bends gently to the right, which you'd think would favor a nice little fade, but the fairway just seems to shrink up. I've seen this fairway missed by so many good players. And plus it's yardage, 450 odd. You can't really lay back too far, otherwise you've got too long for your second shot.
Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right player, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. You did the right thing there, Frank. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Frank, we always say about Quail Hollow, you have to play with a clear head. You have to be thinking your way around this golf course. So what's the right thought process on this second shot?
Keep the ball in the right section. That front portion there, you can't afford to go long when the flag's there. Conversely, when the flag's in the back, you can't afford to be putting up and over that ridge. So you've got to be flying that ball all the way back there.
Settles in over the putt. Moves to -8. Just a couple of feet. 2 over for the day. Here we are at the par 3, 13th hole. It's 210 yards. What does it take here, Frank?
It's one actually where you'd rather be conservative than aggressive here. And the reason why is this green tends to roll off at the back and the front and the middle there. So it's just something that pitches more in the central part of the green is really what's required.
Good chance at one. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. He has this for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong 3-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards as the ball kicks down and towards the left, and it sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard 3-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Yeah, that's fine. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And here at 14, another chance to make a birdie with the right approach shot.
Yeah, laying back there a lengthy way in, the green will still kick to the left. So even though it's saying a wedge in hand, you've got to aim right at this flag.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Always like to get to double figures under par. 10 under already. In the hole, and a birdie. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards, Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory McIlroy did in 2010.
It's the last of the holes that you can really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is a good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what McIlroy did. Hit a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special.
That's an absolute beauty.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. That's a head scratcher, no other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Now the third shot at the par 5. Getting set now over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
He has this attempt for par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. One over for the day. This is the start of what some say is the toughest finishing stretch on the PGA Tour. It's known as the Green Mile. Frank, what makes it so challenging?
Well, this hole in particular, Rich, the dogleg right, it means it plays every inch of it's just over 500 yards. That bunker you can see down the right, 325 yards to carry that. If you can fly the ball that far, at least you can chew off 2/3 of this hole, and that is well required here. Otherwise, it's a long, long second shot. I'm loving that balance.
Frank, how about this approach shot to the 16th, the beginning of the Green Mile?
There is no other option but the aerial attack here at 16. Front bunker means it has to be carried. The one on the right really isn't in play. But that little hollow and that left front of the green, you've got to fly the ball at least 7 or 8 yards onto this putting surface.
That will be a great look at birdie. A good 200 yards away from a good lie in the fairway. Locked in on the read and the speed. A little bit more hope than determination in that putt. He has this putt for birdie. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. So a tester from 4 feet. Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Frank, this is all you want in a par 3, especially late in the round. You have to carry the water. You have to deal with the pressure. At 221 yards, this requires a player's very best.
On the process of elimination, don't go long, don't go left, don't go short, and right is marginal. It doesn't leave you with much. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. About a 25-footer coming up.
In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. Somehow that managed to miss the bunker, Frank.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand for sure.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. Settles in over the putt. He'll take par and move on. Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area, just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Final approach shot of the day here at the 18th. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Right in the fairway and 180 yards from here. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often. In the water, you get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich. This can add up so quickly. So give yourself a little pat on the back, say it's fine. I mean, you're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
So the previous shot into the drink, this now the 4th shot. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18.
Even par currently.
Not his best, but not bad. 73 for the day. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. The opportunity